Yo, welcome back to Hype Empire. I'm your boy Envy.
I'm your boy Oscar.
And I'm your boy Jay. And last but not least, we got
Angel in
Angel.
the house, man.
Hey,
Angel's gonna start doing podcasts, man. You have a podcast name yet, Angel, or are you just gonna use your name?
no podcast name for now. Coming up, coming soon, coming soon. But as of today, I got nothing.
Do you know more or less when you're gonna start filming?
I would say starting, if I had to guess, starting about next weekend. Starting about next.
Whenever he puts up his, we'll put his link down in our description. So this way, if you guys want to check him out, I highly recommend it. Go hit him up. Great kid, man. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, he's my nephew. We shouted him out last time when we were talking about athletes. That's one of the ones we were talking about, man. As Angel. Man.
we said it's a boy.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
it's a boy. We shouted him out there.
The newly
yeah.
father. Welcome to the club.
That's me. Appreciate you guys for having me on. It's a pleasure. Big fan.
All right, Oscar, you want to ask the question? Okay, but a disclaimer, guys. Gosh, damn, we went to the mall. We hit up a few people, like a couple of rookies. It was the first time doing it with a special mic, and we didn't know there was an on switch, so we did it to record. But we are gonna give you guys a proper shout out. We are gonna put you guys video out here just so they can see you, because some of you guys are podcasters also. Some of you guys are music. One created music, yo. So we're gonna put your video out. We're gonna definitely put your names down in the description. If you guys want to check them out, man, check out their Instagram. But Oscar, what were the questions? So, and we're gonna be asked the questions and we're gonna answer them. The questions that were asked.
Yeah. So real quick, just the quick shout out. Obviously, one of them, her name was Charlie. Another shout out to Michelle, and then what was the other one? Roadrunner Productions.
Roadrunner, yeah, Productions _SJ.
Yeah. So just big shout outs to them for letting us interview them. So Angel, have you been stimulated yet? Your
For
bank
the check
account.
and
Yeah,
okay,
your bank
okay,
account.
okay. The bank account has not been stimulated yet. No, I have not gotten the stimulus check. I haven't checked today, but the last time I checked last night, no.
Huh? So, do you think $600 is enough?
I want to say no. I don't know. I think that's depending on the circumstances. I would say for some people, of course, they don't need it. I would say for other people, that's definitely not enough. But I mean, I can only really answer that for myself, and the 600 is only going to help. I mean, thank God I don't need it. Thank God I work at the hospital, so I'm able to still get some money, still get paid. So for me, it's only really going to help out with some stuff, but it's not a necessity. But it is going to come in handy for sure.
Do you feel the government let us down during this crisis?
Do you want to elaborate? I'm not too sure what you mean.
Yeah, like
specifically,
do you
or
feel they let their people down? Like as far as
like waiting this whole time for the check, like, you know what I mean? Like they spent all this time procrastinating or arguing. That's what you mean, right, Eric?
yeah, and like what we got at the end, and should they pay the people more?
do I feel like they let us down? Short answer, yes. If we're talking about, as far as how long it took for the money to come out to the people, yeah, man, definitely. I mean, I know that there's a lot of hardships going on. People are struggling. How many months has it been since the last stimulus check?
7 months. I'll say 7 months.
Yeah, man. I mean, if we're saying 7 months, then definitely, the check has been long overdue. Like I said, I mean, God only knows what people are going through. Because, like I said, I know there are people out there that are struggling. So yeah, in the sense of the government let us down in this whole taking their time or this whole disputation of when to release the check, how much, and all that. I'm not too sure about the amount or why it took so long, but yeah, I would say definitely.
Do you feel that they should have cut unemployment? Because I don't know if you know, they were paying $600 on top of full unemployment a week. 600. So what I found out was a lot of people, from what I heard, were staying unemployed. So because who's going to see that kind of money? Who's going to pay you an extra 600 on top of full coverage of your job
To stay home.
Yeah, just to stay home, or do you feel like the people that had to go back to work? Because I'll say
And
like,
well, and meanwhile, all the healthcare workers and all the essential workers were still out there working for the regular pay.
yeah, like I'll tell you, like my wife, she would have made more money if she just stayed home, but
Right,
she had to
right.
go out and work, and she didn't even see the $600. So do you kind of feel that we got gypped in that aspect? Like you think they should have just took off the $600 and they just gave it to the rest, everybody who had to work?
Yes, kind of. Definitely for the people, especially the health workers. I mean, right, with this whole novel virus, they're the ones that are on the front lines, they're the ones risking their health. So shout out to everybody who was doing that during this pandemic and is still doing it. The people who are getting the 600 to stay at home. To be quite frank, I mean, in the beginning of it, I was one of those too because I was a server at Red Lobster at the time when this whole novel virus kicked off. So I was getting that $600 on top of, I guess, what I would claim before. So that was helping me out for a certain period of time before I started working at the hospital. But I definitely think that the healthcare workers, the people who had to keep working, Natalie, should have been compensated better. Definitely for having to work, because it's not just about the healthcare workers putting their life on the lines. It's about the people being away from their family, and being out in public and risking that transmission, you know. So yeah, definitely they should have been compensated much better.
When we mentioned Angel, he's a great kid, and that's one of the things. Like, a lot of people just they stay unemployed, and they just want to collect that $600 a week. This man, he got another job. He worked at a hospital, So yeah, like, kudos to you, man. Like that takes something. Like, it takes a lot just to go from unemployed, getting an extra $600 to doing something, actually going back to work.
Yeah,
I
big shout out to you, man.
Yeah, definitely appreciate it.
All right, the last question is, do you agree with Trump that we should all get $2,000 each?
I guess my question to that, I'm gonna answer it with the question, but what is the alternative to that?
The 600.
The 600.
The 600. So it's been this long. We got our last stimulus in about May, and we're barely getting one at the end. You would say the end of December, beginning of January. Do you think $2,000 was enough for all that time that we missed getting any type of stimulus?
Yeah, and like Trump had tweeted, and he had put it out there, like, publicly, that he wants the stimulus package to be, or the stimulus checks to go to be higher at $2,000.
Yes, not to get too technical, but yeah, I mean, would I say it's enough? I mean, for some people, I would say no, but I would say it's definitely better than $600. My only thing is, what are the repercussions for having $2,000 given to people over 600 or any other lower amount? You know what I'm saying? I mean, are we gonna have to pay this back?
No, you don't pay it back. It's a gift.
No, we don't.
No, you're not
Okay, well
taxed on
then-
it either.
Then I would definitely say $2,000 over 600. A lot of time has passed, like we said, 7 months. Is 2,000 going to be enough? Well, I think that's for individuals to answer themselves. But I guess if we don't have to pay it back, I would certainly say that it is definitely better than 600.
All right, you guys, and here's a quick video of the guy that we actually turned on our mic. We realized that there was an on and off button. We turned it on and we got his. Here's a video of him, what he had to say about it.
Or Hype Npire. We're here with Evan. All right, Evan. Have you been stimulated yet?
Yes, I have.
All right. So obviously we're talking about the COVID relief stimulus check. My next question is, do you feel $600 is enough?
I don't feel like it is enough. I think it should be more, but I don't know if 2,000 would be. I think 2,000 might be a little bit too much, but
The $1,200 again?
maybe another 1,200. Maybe that would, maybe 12, maybe even 1,500.
You think the same people should get it? Everybody that's 100,000 and below?
Yeah, I mean, if you got the first round, you should get the second round.
Okay.
All right. Do you feel the government let the people down? And if so, how?
When has the government ever not let us down?
Do you feel like the government showed their colors? Like,
Um, I do. So as far as the government goes in general, they need to get their act together. They're so separated on everything. They need to come together and decide on something. As far as like individual, like Trump, I do believe he is for the people, even though a lot of people don't like him. I don't think any other president would have done anything like he's done as far as the stimulus goes, the stimulus checks and all that. I think other presidents would have just let it ride out and be like, whatever.
All right, next. Have you been affected financially during this last year?
Yes and no. Yes, because right before this happened, I quit my job. And so my full-time job. So now I'm stuck doing like gig work, like Uber Eats and stuff like that. But then my daughter is not in school, so she's super clingy, so it's hard for me to get out and find a babysitter for her to go ahead and go do that stuff.
I'm right there with you on that one, buddy. Do you feel they should have given less to unemployment and more to the people that are dealing with this crisis? Meaning like the
First line responders.
yeah,
I think it should have been even. So as far as the first time responders, I believe the responders and like the essential people, regardless if you're medical or if you're like a delivery driver, it should be even straight across the board. As far as unemployment goes, my thing was when the first, you know how the first time you got 600 every week?
Yeah.
I think what it should be, and sorry if I'm taking too long.
No, you're perfect.
You should get a set amount, like let's do the 600 for example. They should have said, okay, for the first maybe 2 or 3 weeks you get 600. Then after that it goes down by 100 or 200. Then it just keeps decreasing till you're back to your normal.
Yeah.
That way it gives people kind of an incentive, and also they're not like, what the heck, I don't have that 600 anymore.
Yeah.
You know, because I know a lot of people were banking on that 600, and then all of a sudden they're like, I'm sinking again. What do I do? You know, of course it's their fault. They didn't. They may have not spent wisely, but then again, maybe they were so far in debt from this that they had no choice but to spend it like they did.
So I'm getting you did agree with Trump that we should get at least a 2,000?
But you said 1,200 instead?
So for that, I think 2,000 may be too much. I think it should have been either the 1,200 or maybe even 1,500.
And are you saying a month, or you're saying like it's fine the fact that we waited for so long and then we fine to receive that amount?
I don't think it should be a month. That's crazy if it's 2,000 a month. And that just put us even more in debt. That just raised the deficit even more if it was a month, regardless of what the amount is a month.
Yeah.
So I think it should just be a one-time, I guess, stimulus check of either like anywhere from 12 to 1,500. 600 is not enough, and I think 2,000 is too much.
All right, y'all. Appreciate you all watching.
All right, guys, make sure you guys drop your comments. Let us know what you think. We gotta give big thanks to Angel for being on here.
Yes, I appreciate you guys for having me on the Hype Npire, and I'll be making a podcast, so be looking out for that, and hope to collaborate with you guys some more.
All right, guys, thank you again, Angel, and check out a clip from my next video.
Love
Stay
y'all. God bless.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, y'all. Today we're gonna talk about, can anybody be an entrepreneur, man? Is it something that any and everybody can just one day wake up and decide, you know what, I'm gonna go in and be an entrepreneur? What are you guys' thoughts on it?